So we have here Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. So let's just take a look at the picture and try and understand what we think is going on here. And I'm going to try really hard to see any raised hands, but who can give me an idea of what's going on here? AJ?
They're eating.
They're eating. Okay, so there's the meal part. Who else can tell us something that's going on here? Just something you see, something you notice, maybe a little out of the ordinary here. Emma?
They're all backing away from, they're all getting farther from Jesus.
Sorry, Jude. Okay, everybody seems like they're backing away from Jesus. Caroline, do you have one?
So looking in a different direction.
Everybody's looking in a different direction. How many people sit down to dinner every night with their family and everybody gets there and say, okay, you look this way, I'm going to look this way? Okay, that seems a little odd. Everybody's generally looking at each other, talking to each other. Good point. Michael?
They're yelling at each other.
Somebody might be yelling. This guy over here that's got his finger up seems like he's pretty intense. Okay. Anything else? There's one really big, obvious one that we haven't hit on yet. We were close when we said everybody was looking in different directions. How many people, when they sit down with their family, everybody lines up on the same side of the table, so if we were our little family here, we'd all sit on this side of the table. Show of hands, how many people all sit on the same side of the table when they sit down for dinner? One? All right. So, generally, people don't sit on the same side of the table. Anybody have an idea why Leonardo might have painted things this way? Yes, Caroline?
So you can see their faces.
So you can see everybody. Very good. So now, what we're going to have you guys do with a fresh sheet of paper is you're going to draw your own interpretation of that Last Supper. So if you were Leonardo da Vinci and you were going to draw the Last Supper, could you draw exactly the same thing? No, because then it wouldn't be your drawing. It would still be Leonardo's. So maybe you would choose to focus on just one or two people, maybe the closest to Jesus. Maybe you would think of that part where Jesus is saying, do this in memory of me, so you show him passing the bread to somebody, or passing the cup. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but again, that line that AJ read for us is important. What I'd like you guys to try to do is show at least one way in your drawing that the Eucharist is a memorial, a meal, or a sacrifice. So you should be able to show at least one of those. Obviously, the easiest is going to be a meal, so we'd like to see if you can maybe stretch a little bit and show how it's a sacrifice or maybe a memorial. It can be close. Alright, looks like we have some pretty creative drawings. Looks good, guys.